Hello, it's Katie from the 2 Sparks of Madness, and this time I want to share with you some of our adventure in the amazing Baviaanskloof. We went over the Baviaanskloof Pass and then rode part of the Prince Alfred Pass up towards Uniondale. The Prince Alfred Pass is another one of Thomas Bain's engineering works. I don't think I even mentioned his name before, but he's a super prominent figure here in South Africa as a very famous road builder from the 19th century. The Baviaanskloof Pass that I just mentioned and the Prince Alfred Pass that we're on here, as well as the 7 Passes Road from a few episodes ago, and the Swartberg Pass too, were all built by Thomas Bain. As you can see, the weather is a little bit moody here, and it was quite cloudy, and in fact it started to rain when we were on our way from Uniondale to Willowmore, so we got pretty drenched and arrived wet. But we wanted to go to Willowmore because it's a good starting point for the Baviaanskloof. We split our ride in the Baviaanskloof into 2 days, the 16th and the 17th of June. So first of all, on Wednesday, we rode partway into the valley. Part of the Baviaanskloof is inhabited, even though it seems pretty sparsely inhabited. And we stayed in Zandvlakte farmstead. It was really amazing to meet Piet and Margriet that run the farm. Pete gave us lots of his time and even took us out on his 4x4 to explain some of the farming conditions and the geology of the area. They have had 7 years of drought, so farming here is very difficult at the moment. And then the next day we headed into the Baviaanskloof proper. The wilderness area was made a World Heritage Site because of its incredible biodiversity. The middle section is now a wilderness area, which is super remote, very difficult to access. The road is not maintained and it's pretty worn out in places. So it can't really be ridden by a normal vehicle. But obviously on our motorcycles we were okay. We are pretty happy that we stopped off at Zandvlakte. Originally, we were going to ride from Willowmore to Potenzie on just 1 day. And yeah, we could have done that, but it was so much more enjoyable and probably also safer not to push things too much. It took us almost 3 hours from gate to gate. We did take it fairly easy, and we had lots of water breaks. And yeah, but nevertheless, it was pretty tiring. As you can see, the roads are not in the best conditions here, and yeah, some of it is pretty tricky riding. Generally speaking, the area is quite dry, and a lot of the water crossings were much shallower than they are at other times of the year. At Smitskraal, there is still a longish water crossing, perhaps not as deep as other times, but still deep enough for me. Thank you very much. And well, as you can see, Colin takes the just go for it, Augen zu und durch method here of crossing. And yeah, I have opted for the paddle carefully, filling my boots with water along the way method. So I'll leave you to choose which one you would do.
That's a deep one.
book it through, do you think?
Yeah, the water's probably going to
After Bergplass, you reach a plateau. Magritte had warned us that we might come across some African buffalo here, and told us that if we did find some, not to challenge them, which is great advice. But yeah, I don't think it would cross my mind to challenge a African buffalo. They are huge. Baviaanskloof is Afrikaans for Valley of the Baboons, and there are indeed plenty of baboons. There are also buffalo and rhino and zebra and kudu, but we didn't really see much of the wildlife, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, depending on how you look at it. At the Holgert Pass here, they have put down these concrete tracks, which are probably a help if you are in a 4x4, but for motorcyclists this is a bit of a pain. It kind of artificially narrows the options for riding, and you're constantly bumping up and down the things. I was a little bit too cautious going around this particular corner, and yeah, I stalled the bike, so had to have a little bit of a lie down. I'm gone. Schnell. Well, for the rest of the way, I'm just going to leave you with some more of the footage of our ride through the Baviaanskloof. I hope you enjoy the video, and see you next time.